Hello guys, welcome to another video of Carolina EDC. Today we're looking at a light from the guys at VALHALLA Tactical, which is pretty neat little light, and also they have some parts available that is going to be compatible to your Surefire lights. So if you're looking for a mount or tail cap or another headlight to, make it even better, check out VALHALLA Tactical. Here's the mount. This is going to be directionally mounted to the MLOK rail, which keeps the light real nice and tight and close to your rail, as you can see, which I really like. But they do have other options and size as well. Make sure to check the website, and I really appreciate for sending this light. Hope I can pronounce this stuff correctly. I'll do my best. But this is going to be a combo thing. Minus the headlight, which you have to buy separately. But you can buy the Baldr SOL and the ODA tail cap, which is we have here, and we'll talk about a little bit more about that. The body and the tail cap with the switch runs around 120 bucks if I'm not mistaken. You can buy it separately again, but it's only compatible with the Ring 1.0 light tail cap. So it's got the same threads and everything. Not sure by the 2.0, they stated that it doesn't work because it has slightly different threads, but make sure to get the one, if you have the 1.0 ring light, it's going to work for that tail cap. The SOL is a Selectable Orientational Lightbody. So what that means is on both sides going to be the same thread pitch, same size and everything. So if you want to mount this on the right side, you can do so by just swapping the head and the tail cap on the opposite way, and then you can mount it on the right hand side or on the left side. So that's a cool feature there, which is very nice. This one's going to be the standard, if I'm not mistaken, size. They do have a micro, but we're going to talk about both anyways. So it is compatible with the Surefire M600DF threads. So that's the body that's going to work the hellcap, and for your head if you like to do that too. It does also work with the Weltool, if I'm not mistaken, the Seabolt, and the Modlites head. So if you already got a head and you want to switch the body and use the tail cap, you can do so in that nature. Now the micro size is going to accept the common 18350 batteries, and the standard size is going to take the 18650 batteries. Everything is CNC machine with mil spec hard analyzed coating. And they say on the website, if your ODA tail cap breaks your ring, they'll replace it for you at no charge. But they said there's no way you can do that. Just make sure you use the 1.0 version, not the 2.0, the new one. The head is going to be a dual fuel LED head with 1600 lumens and 58,000 candelas. And again, it's compatible to the Surefire bodies in that nature. So make sure to use that on there. It has 3 modes. You can switch it for full power select mode, and all you do is by clicking the button 8 times, and on the 9th you hold it and it'll flash either 1 for select mode 1, which is full, 2 for, I can't remember, but I'll put everything down below. I can't remember what though, but there's 3 different modes you can set it up, and I think the third one is more of a moonlight, if I'm not mistaken, mode, and the second one is more of a EDC or whatever. 2 different brightness, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I'll link everything down below in the specs so you can see all the options you can do with this. Now, it doesn't come with a battery. Of course, you have to get your own battery depending on what size you get. But the ODA cap here is a omnidirectional activation. Yeah, I don't know how they come up with that. But anyways, basically what you have is a kind of almost like a joystick. And what it does, you can press it any direction you'd like. So let me see if I can do this that way. So basically, if you have it this way, you can pretty much just touch it and it'll momentarily come on, but you can also push it in all the way and click it, and then you have your regular light, right? So you got momentary and always on if you do so, and you can do that by just pressing in and out. So if you decide you don't want this, you can unscrew this and put a different things that come in there. I can't remember what it's called, to kind of adjust the pressure and the adjustability of direction of the activation. So basically what it does is prevents from this being actuated accidentally if you're doing clearing in the house and you don't have to give your position. So you can barely Just push it any way you want to and the light will come on. As you can see, again, you have brightness of 1600 lumens and you have 58,000 candela. Now this is going to be the DF Mod 2. I can't remember the brightness on that if I'm not mistaken, but again, they have DF Mod 1 and DF Mod 2, so make sure to check that as well. All right, so again, you can switch the bodies by just switching the head and the tail cap. Either way, if you want to mount it to the right hand side or left side, preference is yours, however you like to. But I really like the fact that you don't need your no buttons or anything like that in that nature. You can do so if you like to. You can you can mount it however you like to. All right, enough talking. Again, as usual, I don't have a range to shoot this at night, but I will roll some night footage in front of my house to see and compare what is the light beam looks like. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so I'm in my backyard just to give you an idea of what this light looks like from Valhalla Tactical. Again, this is the dual fuel headlight with 1600 lumen and 58,000 or 53,000 candelas. If not, I'll not tell you here. Anyways, this is what it looks like. Very nice hot beam and a lot of flood. Very bright flashlight. Again, that's around, I don't know, 25 yards from where I'm standing. Very bright. All right, for comparison, I got the Streamlight Protect. I'll put the candela here on the video. Sorry, trying to work this with one hand, but this is what it looks like. 2,000 lumens. Not much of a hot spot, mostly flood, but still very bright. Again, when it comes to flashlight, it's all about candela. And there you go. All right, so we're gonna shoot a few rounds, turn the light on, leave it on, and just shoot a few rounds here. Just make sure the light doesn't cut off, blink, whatever in that nature. All right, here we go, 5 rounds. Uh-oh, the light cut off. Still on. Now, the mount seems to be solid. Not sure what happened. It cut off there. I didn't even touch it. Weird. All right. I'm barely touching just tapping the tail cap. For some reason, it's cut on and off. Maybe the cap is not tightened all the way. I don't know. Let's, I don't know. Directional works just fine. Sorry if I'm blind, driving crazy with me flashing the light. But if I push it, turn it on, it's on right now. All right. Let's take it to the table. I'm gonna take this off, make sure everything's right, and then come back. All right, I got it taken off. As you can see, if I didn't mention, it does have the regular push button light here. If you don't want to have that, and this is the directional, whatever you want to call it, and that's basically what it is. It's just a joystick that you can move around, and it presses the button on the back side of this, and it screws in. And again, you can switch this for make it a little more sensitive and that nature. They do have a different one you can screw it in, but let me screw it back in and shoot again. Make sure that light stays on, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so I screwed it back up. There's really no way, just by hand tightening it. Make sure everything's tight now, and we have 5 more rounds. Turn the light on, put you on this side, and see if the light blinks while I'm shooting. Here we go. All right, so didn't cut off that time. Maybe it just needed to be tightened down some more, but Everything seems to be working fine. Let's continue shooting. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Maybe just, like I said, I mentioned before, a little fluke there where maybe the tail cap was not tightened all the way, or moving around, tapping it, whatever it may be. But no more issues out of it. Everything seems to be working fine. Really like this light. It's very bright for what it is. And again, 1600 lumens, I think it's just sufficient enough to do what you need to do. You know, for my preference, it's enough. Even 1000 lumens to me is bright enough to what I need to do if I'm doing anything outside of night. Don't want to be giving my position too far distance, trying to identify something at night in the dark and shooting the light beam wherever it needs to be identified. But that's just my opinion. That's why I just think 1000 lumens is about the max I will get on a rifle in that nature. But again, it's not all about lumens, it's candela. 58,000 candelas, very bright. Again, candela is what you really want the most, so it can shoot through light barriers, through other lights and all that stuff. Just the beam, the light, and all that stuff. Not really sure much about that candela stuff, but basically that's what you want the highest to be. But other than that, for 120 bucks, again, just for the body and the tail cap, 120 bucks. I can't remember the head. I think it's 99 bucks or maybe more. This is the Mod 2. We do have a Mod 1. And again, you can orient it if you are a left-hand shooter or right-hand shooter just by switching, again, the head and tail cap the opposite way, and you can mount it on the right-hand side if you're left-hand shooter. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. If you haven't seen VALHALLA Tactical, make sure to check those guys out. They do have some mounts, offset mounts for your rifle. If you want to mount a red dot, they do have that available. Done a review on that. Very cool stuff, and I'm sure they keep innovating with some more accessories for your firearm. And again, I really appreciate those guys for sending this for me. Really like it. Definitely would recommend it, especially with these omnidirectional activation, whatever you call it, tail cap switch here. Very cool, and just keeps it nice and slim. No wires, no that crap. You have everything you need right here, and you can still operate your rifle the way you want it. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about the Baldr SOL and the AOD combo here, and also the headlight here, which is a dual cell or dual LED head, available as well from them. Again, comment down below, let me know how I've been experienced with those guys. VALHALLA Tactical, I appreciate those guys for sending this for the review. As usual, make sure to follow me on all social medias. If you're not, you are missing out on products like this coming on the channel. Gonna give you a live update on what's coming up on the channel. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and also let's go to Rumble. Let's get everybody moved to Rumble so we can grow there too as well. Make sure to follow all the big content creators out there as well. Follow everybody if they're over there. Give them a big follow, and as usual, make sure to subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.